Here is how you build a Mailchimp for new parent point in a new parent point crew Mailchimp email that goes out weekly to our parents of crew, which are K through fifth grade. Right now, I have one of the Mailchimps open, as you can see, and it's called New Parent Point for crew. And what I wanted to show you is just how we edit this email every week, where we get our content from, and what that should look like. So what I'll do is at the beginning of the month, I will send out you our curriculum parent resources. So I'm going to click on that so that you know what it looks like. And this is an example of what you will get. So this is an email that'll go out for a time period. It could be a month. Sometimes it's a little over a month. But it kind of goes out by unit session, which matches different dates. And so this will be what the parent point content, where the parent point content comes from. And so when I send out this email, I'll send out the dates with it, just so that you know how to match that. And the one that we are going to be getting ready for is this one, Unit 30, Session 4, Guarding the Truth. And that is the last one in this month. So it kind of matches with the month of February. It doesn't always do that, but they're pretty good about corresponding the content with the months. So anyway, Unit 30, Session 4, it gives you tweets for parents if you want to have those go out that match what they're going to learn on Sunday. But here's what I like to do with the content. This status update, I'll usually use that status update, so I'll copy and then grab it, and then I will paste that here for the kind of the new families, top of the email, that attractive first statement that they'll read, just so that they know. And I do like an intro sentence. Hey, this coming February 28th is a Sunday you won't want to miss. So they'll get this email this week. Our Life Point crew kids will hear about sharing Jesus with the world is not always easy, and that of course came right here. So just that intro, where it says, so parents know that this is what they're going to learn about this week, and that way it really applies, grabs parents' attention, and points them to what the kids are going to know. So then under here with modeling, we want to do the verse and the questions. So this parent resource does have some questions that go along with the lesson. Sometimes I'll adapt those if I feel like there's a better question. So one of the things is in the verse, it says preeminent, and I know that kids are not going to know what that means. So they learn about that a little bit on Sunday, but I thought parents could also reinforce it. It would be a good question. What does preeminent mean? And then do an answer. So that's just a little question that parents can do at home. And I'll show you how that looks here. If you go through with the session, it gives you the content. We don't like to do all this wordy email, even though it's very good. It's just we've experienced that with lots of words, parents do not read through it, don't like that content. So we try to take just some of the things from it and use it. So here is your key verse. It tells you about that they're learning about all months. So this will change next month in March. But we've got Colossians 1:18. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the verse. I wish it did. Because what I'll do is I just put that verse there so that parents know what they're learning on Sunday, and they can also, reinforce that, maybe try to have their kids memorize it at home. So next week it tells you what the lesson will be, just so that you have it. And so what I like to do with the parent emails is kind of draw them into the next week at the very beginning, but also give them some information of what they learned. from last week, and that kind of comes in the modeling, and then there's these meetings. And so with the meetings, with as far as crew goes, this content is going to kind of stay the same, just so you know. So again, you can pull questions and things like that from here. It gives you, with a curriculum, these are some questions, some ideas that you can use for the parent questions up here. I just did the preeminent because I thought it was good. I kind of did that on my own. But if you wanted to do, why does the church exist? And the parents could kind of use that and talk with kids about that, then that will also be something that they're learning on Sunday. So it's very applicable. So down here in the family starting points is usually between the verse and the kids' parent starting points. That gives you the content that goes in here for modeling. With meetings, this is just something that we do right now. We're just trying to encourage parents to really be intentional about some time. And so it kind of explains to parents, that they're the primary faith influencers of kids. And so today, as you sit at a meal, driving the car or something like that, you can talk with your child. And what we want them to do is like have a question maybe that relates to what they learned. And of course they know a little bit about what they learned from reading the above content, but then also is we really want them to interact and tell the kids maybe a story about themselves. And so, what I might do with this one would just be, I know that this is one of the questions that we're learning. Hey, the church exists to glorify God, worship Him, showing His love and telling others about Him. What I might do is, right here put, why do we go to church? And then I'll encourage the parents to maybe tell a story about why they feel like it's really important that we go to church. Because you'd be surprised, some kids don't know why. They're just like, oh no, it's just something we do. And sometimes when mom and dad just tell them, no, we go because we love God and it's really important to our family and we know we need it so that we can grow closer to Him. Things like that, it makes kids more concrete. So honestly, this meeting point, you can kind of steer that however you think based on the curriculum. So you can use this email just so you know exactly what the parents or what the kids would know just for your own content. And then maybe just think of a fun thing that parents could talk about and tell a story. And so this will stay the same almost all the time, that conversation starter for now. And then this link at the bottom, click here for parent next steps. So if parents want to find out some more information about a topic, or they have prayer requests as a family or anything like that, they can click on that, and then that gives us some notifications. So that'll always be in the crew meeting. And then just like the other parent emails that we send out, these moments and milestones, I'll go in and kind of update those every so often. So I already did the milestones, March 14th child dedication, and pretty soon I'm going to change that to our kids camp that's coming up this summer, so parents can sign up and they know about it. Just in this crew one, we'll probably figure a different one out for juniors, because obviously juniors parents can't sign up for kids crew camp. So that is really it. I'll send this out to you with the content, and like I said, I'll kind of match the dates just so that you know. And then this is what you'll use to create this. And I would just encourage you to pray for the conversation starter. And as a parent, you could just kind of think through, hey, what would be a really fun, easy question that mom and dad might not have to think through a ton, but could just be a good moment to have, and sharing a little bit about their own faith, their own desires, so kids can hear, like, what do mom and dad think? I think it's really, we think that's really important. So that's it. That is really how you create a crew parent point. So it's similar to the juniors. One last thing that I will say is, like for example, for this email, I did want to match the milestone for now until we get through child dedication. And the way I did that was I opened up the last junior's parent point, and I just went down here because I wanted the content to be the same, and I copied and pasted. So I literally just did copy and then went over here and went into the content, and for whatever reason it's making me log out. So so it was just real easy to do that. So just a recommendation for the future if that helps. All right, thank you so much. Feel free to email me. I'll put my email at the bottom of this video with any questions, and I'm really thankful for your willingness to help us in just consistent communication with parents. And I'd love feedback in the future. As you kind of look through and you dive into Mailchimp, you can see that you can open up and look into who's opening it and how many people are opening it. And so I'd love to come up with ideas and adjust things so that we can get more parents to open and check out what's coming down the pipe and investing in their kiddos. All right. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.